Hi, and welcome to the High Vibe Tribe, where we go live at 5 on Fridays. I'm Susan Shatzer, your host and the founder of this group. We have 6 amazing men and women that have been brought together by similar frequencies to support and create a different possibility here on the planet. I've been asked to speak about who I am and what I do. So it's interesting. I'm originally from Massachusetts. I was hired as a Walt Disney World dancer, so I moved to Florida. I got to be 29 years old, and I was dancing with 16-year-olds. And I thought, there's a huge gap here. Possibly I should maybe use what I got my degree in. So I went into teaching, fell in love with it, was a first grade school teacher. The better a teacher I became, the harder my job also became, because children that were challenged and were on the more difficult side were placed in my classroom because I just handled it. I took care of it. But it was a blessing. I never left teaching because I didn't love it. I was a requested school teacher. The staff and parents requested their kids to be in my classroom. This was back in the 1990s. We used to take a field trip every other month, believe it or not. I also hatched chicks in my classroom. It was a lot of fun. I just have to tell you that. But then I sort of matched my teaching salary over the summer part-time with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And I thought, wow, not so much early mornings, and I'm able to sleep in, and I earn the use of a company car. So I became a director and doubled and tripled my income after that. So it was a crazy time. So many things were just kind of like snowballing and rolling. I met my husband, we got married, we bought a house, we had my son. And then, lo and behold, a few months after that, things started to just fall apart. And I ended up being on my own as a single parent. And, never in a million years had I ever thought that that's where I would be. So I started to search and dig and Google and research, what else is possible, because I've got to the point where, and you may be there now, you may have been there a little while ago, you may be headed in that direction, but it was this place where, this can't be all there is, like there has to be something else possible. It's like, why would I come here, choose to be embodied, choose to be here and have this show up like this, there has to be something else. And what I found was amazing. I started to take a look at alternative medicines and alternative methods. And I just was like a sponge and just absorbed everything in. And what I discovered was what was hiding, right, inside my biggest problem was my greatest possibility. And it was for my ex-husband and I. He had walked out before my son turned 2. And there was lots of things that were placed on us, thoughts, feelings, emotions, the wrongness, how bad that was, how could you, we were both brought up Catholic, till death do us part, in sickness and in health, and like, how come you just abandoned her? And what I discovered was when I asked the question, what's right about this that I'm not getting? I discovered that he was choosing what worked for him. And in choosing what worked for him, I was able to parent the way I really knew and had wanted and always wanted and dreamed of parenting. And my son also got a chance to become the man that he truly knew and wanted to become. So with that, I discovered that hidden inside our biggest problems truly are our greatest possibilities. And I took that and started using this technique. It's a signature, sort of process that I do, and I facilitate people all around the world. I'm a 12-time #1 bestselling international author. I'm the executive producer and host of a global TV series called Unlocking Your Limitless Life with Susan Shatzer. I am a consciousness revolutionary, and I have been called to create this group, the High Vibe Tribe, to facilitate a different possibility for humanity on the planet. And it's the 5 Ps that I've come up with. And we are going to use the light. We're from the light. We're going to remind you that you are also of the light. And we're going to use the 5 Ps, the people, the pets, the plants, the planet, and number 5, we have the plan. So I encourage you, if you have not yet jumped over to our Facebook group, the High Vibe Tribe, I encourage you to do that so you can meet the other cast members, so you can be notified when the High Vibe Tribe, when we go live on Fridays. So you'll have access to the recordings so that you'll be able to take part in our surveys, polls, giveaways. The way to you meet this group of people, like, we are so high vibrational frequency beings, like, yeah. So I am so honored and privileged to be able to facilitate a different possibility for you, your family, for your health, for your business, for your career, for where you're going, for your money flows, and for your future. Until I get to meet you in person someday, ciao for now. Bye.